How many of you would like to live healthier lifestyles by a show of hands? Okay, fantastic. So, most of you, all right? How many of you, if you don't want to live healthier lifestyles, you want healthier lifestyle for your family at least, by a show of hands? Of course, everybody. This is definitely right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we love our families, am I right? And we only want to give them the best, correct? Sure. Of course, if you do, definitely you only give them the best. You definitely won't compromise. You see, today, I come all the way from a small country called Malaysia. Some of you have been. However, I'm representing a different country today. Now, that is actually called Japan. Now, I've been traveling around India for a little bit, and I've noticed that in India, many people use Japanese products, correct? From your TVs to your microwaves, or even your cars. You got your Toyotas, Suzukis, Hondas, everything's on the road. A lot of them are Japanese, correct? Today, I'm going to introduce you to another company. Let me introduce you to my company called, Enagic. This is our company. We actually called Enagic. Now, Enagic is our company. Now, Enagic, they have this vision for the entire world. It is a very simple vision. It is just to answer one simple question that is always in our heads. You see, if we ask the whole room here today, we have many lingering questions, correct? Now, one of the most common, in fact, the only thing that is in common with all of us here today is definitely that one simple word, this very simple word called health, isn't it? Now, why health? You see, today, right now, we are hit with an epidemic, a giant wave of something that we call lifestyle diseases, chronic diseases, adult diseases. Things like diabetes, arthritis, high BP, cholesterol, even cancer, correct? If we were to think back then, like many years ago, we never used to call this lifestyle diseases. We used to call them geriatric diseases, meaning it's specifically reserved for the elderly generation. But today, right now, people in their 50s, they're already suffering from these things. People in their 40s even. People in their 30s and some people even in their 20s, they suffer from all these conditions. Correct? Now that is interesting, isn't it? Wouldn't you say today, 2016, human race, we would be at our most technologically advanced state, especially in terms of the medical sciences. Don't you agree? But why is it we're getting more and more sick? Something's interesting there, right? Well, is it the medications problem? Well, perhaps not. Perhaps it is our lifestyle problem. Because every single day, what are we really doing to our bodies? Correct? Some people don't know because they think other people do it. I also do it. Should be normal, correct? Today, I'm going to introduce you to Enagic's concept. Their vision for the world, which is just this simple thing. True health for the entire world. Now, how do they plan to do that? Well, some of you have already seen it through that machine right there. That one simple machine that produces something that we call today Kangen water. You see, today we'll be talking about this very simple topic called water. Right here, water. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you probably think, water, a very common subject, correct? We drink water every single day of our lives, most of us anyways. We also, we started drinking it since, when we were very young, correct? And we're probably not going to stop drinking water for a very long time, correct? But when we think of water, we think of only two things. We ask ourselves, is this water clean? Has this got germs, bacteria, dirt, sediment, right? If that is there, it is definitely dirty water. Or perhaps this water definitely is clean, right? Safe for drinking, no germs and sediment or mud or stuff like that inside there, correct? But you see, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you a few interesting facts about water. Our body is made up of approximately 70% water. At the same time, right, we should be drinking anywhere from 2 to 5 liters of water every single day. Now, isn't that interesting? Some of you guys are thinking, wait a minute, You barely even touch 2 liters a day. Correct? Today, what do we replace our waters with? Well, instead of waters, now we're probably drinking things like all our coffees and teas. Our fruit juices, our sugary fruit juices, our Sprites, sodas, Thumbs Up, all that stuff. And at night, we drink a different kind of liquid, the happy juice, right? Alcohol. It makes us happy. You're probably thinking to yourself right now, wait a minute, when do I actually drink water? To swallow your medication, perhaps? You see, many people's idea of healthy living today is a healthy diet, which is absolutely correct. But what they do is they change the things that they eat. Their foods, their supplements, right? But our body is made out of 70% water, not supplements. Interesting, right? Yet they continuously give their body the same type of water. And they expect some miraculous improvement. But does it really work that way? Probably not, isn't it? You see, our body, right? Ask yourself this very simple question. You can go one whole day without eating food. But can you try going one whole day without drinking anything at all? You probably can't. You will probably collapse. Correct? You see, today I'm going to show you something interesting. Okay, there is something that we call bad water. At the same time, there is also something that we call good water. Now, what is good water? Some of you are probably wondering. But the truth is, most of you already have heard of all these good waters before. For example, you see many different places all around the world, you find all these natural sources, something that we call miracle healing water. Have you heard of places like Lourdes in France? All the Roman Catholics that go there and collect the water. We also have places like Nordenau in Germany, La Corte in Mexico. Even for our Muslim friends, they have something that we call the Zamzam water, which comes all the way from Mecca, isn't it? At the same time, we also have something that we call the Ganga water for the Indians, correct? Which originates all the way up in the mountains of the Himalayas as well, correct? So you have heard of all these waters before. Now today, right, I'm going to introduce you to another amazingly good water, which is of course something that we call Kangen water. Now, Kangen water, by the way, this technology here is not new. It has actually been used in the past, for the past 40 over years in the very top Japanese hospitals. They've been using this water, absolutely right. Let me first introduce you to this amazing gentleman right here. This man here, his name is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He is a world famous doctor. Now this guy here, well, he's one of the top doctors in the world. He only treats all the VVIPs of the world. The kings and queens, the prime ministers, people sitting right at the top, the cream of the cream. But you're probably wondering, well, what about the whole rest of the world? What about them, right? You don't have to worry because Dr. Shinya here, he's actually written many books. Over here, I have the first of his many books. This one here is called The Enzyme Factor. Over 2 million copies sold worldwide. Inside this book, you'll learn a variety of different health practices and advice that Dr. Shinya advises for everybody in the world. Okay? And at the same time, he recommends drinking one specific water. And that is, of course, the Kangen water. If you don't mind me, sir, can I invite you to just read the first bullet point out loud, please? Is that all right?
Drinking Kangen water can help your obesity.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you so much, sir. It says right on the first bullet point, right? Drinking Kangen water can help cure obesity. Now that's interesting, isn't it? You see, Dr. Shinya, where does he practice? In the top hospitals in America. 2 of them right here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've probably, been in touch with the American culture for a little bit, isn't it? Our company, Imagic, still operational in America for the past 12 years. Why? Very simply, whatever Dr. Shinya here says is of course the truth. And of course it is documented. Is it alright if I show you, ladies and gentlemen, to a few pictures of Dr. Shinya's patients before and after his treatment? Would you like to see that? Yes. Let's have a look. This is inflammation inside the colon. You can see it's pretty bad. After 3 months of his treatment, over here, drinking Kangen water, you can see tremendous difference right there. Before and after. Okay? Over here, We also have chronic constipation. Right here, look at this. Half the world is constipated. Yes, right? That means if I was to take this room and divide it exactly in half, everybody on this side of the room, you are all constipated. But my friends here, if you are, you need not worry, because all you need to do is start drinking this amazing Kangen water. As you will see right here, everything flushes right out. Look at that, before and after. We also have chemotherapy. This here is after chemotherapy, on the left. This here is after 3 months of Dr. Shinya's treatment again. Before, after, you can see, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, why is the organ completely dead? It's all black. But after that, Kangen water, it has come back to life, isn't it? You see, I have another book here with me. This book here is actually called Killing Cancer, Not People. This book, by the way, is actually written by none other than Robert Wright. Now, he is the director of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. Now, he says this about Dr. Shinya. He says that Dr. Shinya is so amazing. And in his past 40 over years of practice, right, all his patients that he has cured of cancer have a 0% reoccurrence rate for cancer. Now, we want to know Dr. Shinya's secrets? One of it is, of course, putting his patients on Kangen water every single day. Right? And it's not just him alone. We go back to the American Anti-Cancer Institute. They say, and I quote, right, first thing you must do is change your water if you have cancer. They say that this water right here is a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. Which water? Kangen water. And today I'm going to show you through a series of tests that water here, this amazing Kangen water, is the best water in the world. Let me first introduce Kangen water to all of you. Kangen water here has 3 very simple properties. The first one is antioxidation, second one is alkalinization, and third one is microclustering. Okay? Now let's talk about the first one. Now ladies and gentlemen, do you guys use skincare products? Yeah. Yes? Some yes, some no. Okay, now chances are on your skincare products, sometimes they mention anti-aging, correct? Now anti-aging is just another word for antioxidation. Oxidation equals aging. And of course today when you have aging, many people also suffer from all these conditions, lifestyle diseases, correct? Now it all stems from one simple thing called oxidation. Now where does oxidation come from? It comes from something that we call oxygen-free radicals. Okay, what they do, these free radicals, they actually go around all over our bodies, killing our cells faster, leaving us more susceptible to all these lifestyle diseases. Right? Let's go back to our oxygen-free radicals. Where can we find them? Right? We can find them absolutely everywhere. Have you ever experienced, after speaking on the phone, your ear region starts to get really, really hot? Correct? Now imagine the amount of radiation from your phone. It just blasted your face full of all these positive radicals, and they go around killing our cells, leaving our bodies damaged, more susceptible to all these illnesses this now. Why are we getting all these diabetes and all that? Now where else can we find these oxygen-free radicals? Unfortunately to say, through our bodies as well. Right? When we are stressed. You see, inside this water, we contain something that we call antioxidation. The complete opposite of all of that. Right? It prevents all the oxidation from happening, keeping us young and healthy. Over here, let me show you this chart right here. This here is actually something that we call an antioxidation chart. Anything above 0 is bad for you. Right? You drink these liquids, you will kill yourselves faster. Anything negative is good for you. We got things like vitamin C, green tea, even cod liver oil. Very good for you. You see, today over here, I've brought with me several samples. Let me first show you this sample right here. What is this inside this bottle here? What kind of water is this?
Mineral water.
Mineral water? Absolutely not. This is not mineral water. This is purified, regular, filtered water. Now you guys don't even know what you're drinking every day. Oh my goodness. Scary. Let me show you this. Okay, today we're going to do some tests. First test here is regular filtered water. Secondly, I have Kinley. Now Kinley here represents something that we call reverse osmosis water. You may commonly know it as RO water, correct? Okay, this one here is RO water. We also have inside this bottle right here, Sprite over here. This one goes right in there. And of course, inside my bottle right here, we have something that we call Kangen water. I'm just going to open it and pour it inside here. Okay, there we go. You see, ladies and gentlemen, how we measure antioxidation in liquids is through one of these meters. These meters will read something that we call the ORP. It stands for oxidation reduction potential. Now, the lower it is, the better. The higher it is, the worse it is. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay, I'm going to switch on my meter right here and put it into the first sample here, which is regular purified filtered water. Now, what is the reading there, gentlemen? Can you read it out? 220 and rising, 230. All right, ladies and gentlemen in the back, can you see this? I'll just come closer to you. Right, can you read it out for me, please? What is the reading? 280 over positive. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I can see the pure shock on some of your faces in the room. The first thing that you come to your mind right now is definitely our families. You're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I've been feeding my family filtered, purified water for the past so many years. Have I been poisoning them all these years? Perhaps you have. But are you aware that when water oxidizes, it doesn't change color. It doesn't change its smell. It doesn't even change its taste. Looks, smells, and tastes the same. So how do we know it's oxidized? You see, oxidation we normally can see for humans. We get white hair. We get wrinkles. But when water here oxidizes, it is blind to the naked eye. You can only learn how oxidized it is through one of our meters here today. Are you really surprised that it is so highly oxidized? Right? Ask yourself a question. Would you buy a box of fresh fruits and vegetables? You leave it in a corner for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Then you finally open it up and feed it to your family. I wouldn't do that. Would you agree? Yes, you wouldn't do that. Right? You would feed them the fresh. But look how oxidized this actually is. Over 300 ORP. Same thing here. Let's look at our reverse osmosis water. Now, read out loud. 260 over ORP. People in the back, if you cannot see. Over 260 ORP. Equally highly oxidized. Look at this. The water that is supposed to be good for us. Absolutely not. Let's have a look at Sprite. Now, Sprite here, what is the reading of this? 440. Sprite, 440. Oh my gosh. And of course, finally, our Kangen water. Right here. Immediately, you will see a minus sign in the front. Can you see a minus sign in the front? What is the reading there? Minus 750 ORP. Negative 750 ORP. Okay? Right? Is there no question of a doubt which water do you want to feed to your family? The bad water or the Kangen water? But the water right here, Kangen water, over negative 750 ORP. Did you see that? The only water protecting the health and wellness of our family. Amazing thing right here. You drink 1 cup of Kangen water. It is the same as eating 80 fresh tomatoes worth of antioxidants. I consume thousands of tomatoes on a daily basis. How? I just drink lots and lots and lots of Kangen water every single day. Can you imagine that? Do you want to start drinking the Kangen water? Yes or no? Yes. Of course, the best water in the world. Over here, I have 2 pictures of a person on the left and of a person on the right. May I ask the whole crowd here today, who looks older, the person on the left or the person on the right? Definitely the person on the right. Now let's have a look. Judging purely about their looks, right? Who looks older? Right. But what is the age difference you say? Left and right. What's the age difference? Will it shock to you? Will it shock you if I tell you these 2 gentlemen are both the same age? Absolutely right. 69 years old in this picture. Ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, does this guy look much younger than 69 years old? Yes. He looks so much younger. Why is he looking so young? Well, he, by the way, is none other than Mr. Hironari Oshiro, founder and CEO of this glorious 41-year-old company in Egypt. He's been drinking this amazing Kangen water here for the past tens upon tens of years. Look at that. He's a walking testimonial, anti-aging water. Today, he's 75 years old and he still looks like that. Okay, this is the first property of the water, the antioxidation. Now let me show you this, the second property of the water, which is this one, alkalinization. Okay, now this here is a pH chart. Now pH neutral is 7, it is right in the middle. Anything below 7 is acidic, anything above 7 is alkaline. Okay, now it says that acid equals sickness and alkaline equals health. Correct? Now this is not me saying this, this is actually this world famous doctor saying this. Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg. Now this guy here is the person who discovered the real cause of cancer back in 1923, and at the same time he received the Nobel Prize for Physiology back in 1931. He says these cancerous tissues are acidic, healthy tissues are alkaline. Now you can ask any doctor out there, they will verify that this is indeed true, but they will also tell you it is not only the case for cancer. Right? They will tell you that many other lifestyle diseases today are also caused by acidosis. Things like diabetes, arthritis, high uric acid, gout, acid reflux, obesity, all caused by acidosis, not just cancer. So let's have a look here. Okay? What are we really feeding ourselves and our families every single day? First water, the regular filtered water. I have in my hand is called a pH test liquid. If I drop it into these different colors, you will see the colors change. Over here, this is very clearly green color, which is pH neutral 7, green color. Okay, now many people will be like, yep, that's correct, water is pH neutral 7, right? That is absolutely right, especially for major cities all around the world. Why? Because your government will actually regulate your water, correct? So what do they do normally is they normally will put into your cup of water, they will put lots and lots of chlorine to kill the germs and bacteria, right? To make it safe for you guys to drink. But are you aware that chlorine, by the way, if I was to test chlorine, it will come out as red color over here. Over here. But why is it when I test this water, it becomes green? Why is it not red? Interesting, isn't it? Well, it's very simple. Can you imagine if you had acidic water running through your city pipes? What will happen to the pipes? Right? It will rust, it will corrode, it will break down. So they cannot have that. What they do is they put in a whole lot of different stuff back into the water, right, to boost the pH from this acidic back to pH neutral 7. Okay? So long story short, okay, the government looks after their pipes. But what about our pipes? What about our family's pipes? Correct? Right here, look at this. Over here, we have our reverse osmosis water. Okay, this one here, you can see very clearly, reverse osmosis is acidic right there. Some of you guys are probably wondering, but why is it so acidic? Correct? Acidic and also highly oxidizing. Then wait a minute, this water, they sold it to you, they told you this is the purest water in the world. Pure water, the cleanest water in the world, correct? Now that is absolutely true. It is pure water. But the World Health Organization, they call it demineralized water, dead water. Extremely dangerous for human consumption. And of course, we also have our Sprites. Right? Just now, lots of people say they drink Sprites. Today, we put this into our Sprite. Now, what is the reading there? Again, you can see clearly, very highly acidic over there. And of course, over here, Kangen water. The only one with a healthy alkaline color. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pH 9.5. Now let's say this represents their bodies here today, but they have no choice but to go out into the open to endure, right, all the pollution out there, whether it's in the form of the air, the foods, or even the drinks that we drink. Let's take this acidic water, put over here, reverse osmosis water, put it into our body. Over here. What happens there? Acha? Acha. But what if we were to reverse this process? I take this Kangen water right here, I put it into our bodies. Let's say our body is acidic over here. Look at that. Over here, reverse osmosis water, even more acidic. What happens? Achayabura. Acha. Now I can see some of my friends in the room, you're getting very excited, isn't it? You're thinking you love Sprite.
Yes.
So now you can drink more Sprite, you just need to drink more Kangen water. Am I right? Let's try this, okay? Okay, Sprite, Kangen water. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Kalas when you drink this. Kalas. Look at that. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you this. Let's say I take a cap full of Sprite. One cap full. Let's say represented by this one cap full. I pour it inside here. And it is back to acidosis for you. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see that? One single cap full of Sprite. And it is back to acidosis for you. Same thing here. We have our strong acidic water. Take this. We put it into here. Again, kalas. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, many of us are still wondering, why on earth am I falling sick? Why have I got diabetes? Why am I falling asleep during the day? What are you really putting into your bodies every day? Which waters do you want to be drinking? The acidic waters or the Kangen water? Kangen water, right? There you go. Okay? This is the second property of the water. Now, let me introduce all of you here to the third property of the water, which is this one here. Okay? Microclustering. Now, what is microclustering? You see, water is H2O, correct? Now, H2O, they don't come individually. They actually come in a group together. We call these water clusters. All right? They come in normally anywhere from 15 to 20 molecules of H2O clustered together. Now, this is very large. Ever experienced, after you drink a lot of water, you feel very full, correct? You feel bloated. That is because these are your cell size, but you want to throw a football inside your cell. Can it go in? Absolutely not, right? It won't go in. You have to break it down first before it can be absorbed. Whereas Kangen water here is much smaller and only at 5 to 6 molecules of H2O clustered together. Now this is perfectly shaped in size to go straight in and out of your cells. How do we know? Let me introduce you to yet another Nobel Prize winning doctor. Dr. Peter Agui. He discovered something that we call the aquaporin, which is the pores of the cells. Through his discovery, we now know that Kangen water is perfectly shaped to go straight in to the cells, bringing in all the hydration, right? The nutrients, the oxygen, and perfectly shaped to go straight out of the cells, bringing in all the urea, the waste, and the toxins from your cells. You see, Kangen water here, it offers your body the best possible transportation system, which is of course your blood, 90% water. Imagine much greater hydration, much greater delivery of oxygen and nutrients to trillions of cells in your body. You see, every single day, we put good food on the plates for our family. Am I right? Because we want them to absorb all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins to their vital organs as quick as possible. Now, how do you do that? Make sure they have the best transportation system in the world, which is of course Kangen water. You see, we also need to supply them good supply of oxygen. Dr. Otto Warburg, he said cancer is caused by two things. First thing is acidosis, this thing right here, acidosis. Secondly, it is hypoxia, lack of oxygen inside your cells. He says, deprive a cell 35% of its oxygen for 48 hours and it may become cancerous. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to feed your family a continuous supply of oxygen? Yes or no? Yes, right. Definitely. How do you do that? Kangen water right here. You see, let me introduce you to how Kangen water works. Okay? Kangen is actually a Japanese word. It means return to origin. Alright? Now, why return to origin? I'm sure everybody in the room, you will definitely agree with me when I say that the human body is amazing. Why? Because we have the natural ability to heal ourselves. Correct? But your car, when your car breaks down, can it fix itself? Definitely not. But our bodies can. But unfortunately, after many, many years of all the pollution that we do to our bodies, whether it's the food, the drinks, or even the air that we breathe, many, many years of oxidation, many, many years of acidosis, many, many years of chronic dehydration, we slowly lose that ability to heal ourselves. Correct? That's why many of us today We suffer from all these kind of diseases. What am I talking about? Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. If you cut yourself today versus you cut yourself 20 years ago, when did you heal faster, now or back then? Back then, isn't it? What has happened here? Well, we have lost some of that ability for healing. That's why some people, they lose it to a certain extent that they're also getting all these diseases. Cancer, diabetes, high BP, high cholesterol, so many different things. Not just all this, correct? But you see how Kangen water works is very simple with its three very special properties: the antioxidation, alkalinization, and of course the microclustering. These three properties, they take your body from this acidic, oxidized, dehydrated state, it puts it back into its original state for it to function 100% again, right? For it to heal itself again. That's why after drinking this amazing water, many people worldwide, they experience benefits, right? You see, the best part about this water is this: it is not a medication, it is not a pill, it is not a potion, it doesn't heal, and it doesn't cure. What it does is even better. It allows our body to do what we were supposed to do in the first place. Function at its maximum potential for us to properly heal ourselves again, like we did many, many years ago. Right? This water here, amazing stuff. This amazing water, by the way, this technology comes in the form of a machine. Now this machine, by the way, it produces not one but 5 different types of waters. Let me introduce these to you. Now the first type is very simply something that we call the Kangen water. It comes in 3 different settings: 8.5, which is the weakest setting, all the way up to 9.5. Okay, we would always recommend people to start off drinking 8.5 first. Now, by the way, Kangen water is the only water from our machine that we use, right, to drink. Everything else is for external use, okay? Only one for drinking is Kangen water. We also have something that we call clean water, which is just like regular filtered water, except we remove chlorines as well. We also have something that we call beauty water, right here, beauty water. You see, beauty water, how do you use it? You use it in addition to your regular skincare regimen. Okay? Use it in place of your regular tap waters. You will see a difference. You will thank me. You see, beauty water, right? This water here, it works like a toner. Okay? It shrinks the pores and tightens your skin. Makes your skin look firmer. This is our beauty water. Okay? We got 2 more waters to show you. First one is called strong acidic water. Second one here is called strong Kangen water. And these 2 waters, I guarantee, you will never find anywhere else in the world apart from one of our machines. Okay? Now this is the first one. This is called actually our strong acidic water. Now what I'm going to do is since it's a very large crowd, I'm just going to invite the fun people to very carefully have a smell of this water. Okay? Now this, by the way, is highly acidic with a pH of 2.5. Yes. Huh? There you go. Now, for the people in the front who smell this, what does it smell like? Does it smell like bleach, right? It smells like the bleaching agent, right? Let me show you what is inside here. All that is inside here is only something that we call water. All it is just water. Look at this. And this amazing water right here, by the way, this water here has the ability to kill 99.99% of all germs and bacteria from this water right here. And the best part, completely 100% safe to use on skin. Just give it 60 seconds. This here will sanitize the germs and bacteria around my fingertips. Yeah, right? How does it help? Well, sometimes, right, I get ulcers and sore throats. I use this and I gargle it. It kills all the germs and bacteria inside my mouth and it heals much faster. How can you use it? Well, you can use this to wash your hands, clean it, sanitize it, correct? This one right here, okay? But some people, they suffer from more serious conditions, things like something we call skin conditions. Have you heard of eczema before? Eczema? Now, eczema is pretty common. Now, if you do have eczema, normally it comes in the form of all those creams, steroids, correct? Now, by the way, right, when you use all these creams, steroid creams, the eczema can actually go away. But then it will actually come back. It's called a relapse. And then it'll go away again, then it comes back, and goes away and comes back. And then prolonged use of all these steroids is actually extremely bad for your immune system. It leaves a lot of people with immune deficiencies. Okay? But after this very simple 3-step process, 3 steps only. The first one is they apply this strong acidic water onto the affected area multiple times daily, as many times as possible. Secondly, they use the beauty water to wash the area again to tone up the skin. Thirdly, and very important, you drink lots and lots of Kangen water. Okay, every single day for internal detox again and building up your systems. Okay, it is a very simple 3-step process, and then voila, look at it. After 2 weeks, the vesicles dried up, the eczema was completely cleared out without any relapse. The last 3 words is the most important words, without any relapse. This, by the way, is taken from Professor Tamura Tatsuji's lab in the Keifuku Rehabilitation Center in Japan. This is eczema. We also have psoriasis. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard of psoriasis before? Now, doctors will tell you psoriasis, there is no cure. Absolutely right, there is no cure. But look here, ladies and gentlemen, this here is not a cure, it is only water. Same 3-step process. This is before 1st of November 2011. Over here we have after 31st of December 2011. Look at the amazing difference right there. This is after, this is before. Before, this is after right here. We also have psoriasis again on this lady's face, right? 2 months, December the 1st to February the 1st. 2 months difference only. Look at that. Over here, look at this. Amazing stuff. Same lady, psoriasis on the elbow, 2 months, and it is all gone. Look at that. Now, by the way, this water here is the same water they use in the very top Japanese hospitals to sanitize their surgical equipment. And the best part is you can find this water right from your kitchen sink, from one of our machines. This is amazing stuff right here. This is what we call strong acidic water. Now, let me show you to our final water today, which is something that we call strong Kangen water. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you guys a question. Okay? How would you normally wash your fruits and vegetables? How would you normally wash your fruits and vegetables? Normal tap water, is that right? Yes. So you normally wash it with normal tap water. So today, what I've actually done is I actually have with me, right, a box of tomatoes. Baby tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Now let me just open this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split these tomatoes into, okay, so I got 2 equal portions of tomatoes. Now the first sample, I'm going to use our regular water right here. Okay, this is normal water. This normal water, I put it inside here. The very first sample. Second sample, I am going to use something that we call strong Kangen water. Okay, this one right here, I'll show you. All that is inside here is only water. Okay, water, I'll pour it inside here. Okay, oil, sesame oil. I'll put some in here. Okay, I'll put some in here as well. Okay, now let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is til katil, sesame oil. Okay, til katil. All right. Now, the first sample, ladies and gentlemen, can oil and water mix? No. No, right? If I can mix this oil and water, it means I'm a magician, isn't it? Okay, so let's look at this. Oil and water. Does it mix? It doesn't, right? Right? It separates, it flows. Okay, look at this. This is that. Let me show you this. Okay, over here, I got my second water here. This is our strong Kangen water. Now, all this is, by the way, you can see is water and oil. Oil, water.
No, the water light color pale.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Baba. Look at this. Dud ka dud, pani ka pani. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? Have you seen oil and water mixed before in your life? No, right? This is amazing right here. This is our strong Kangen water. Now the first sample here, this is our regular tap water. Okay, I take this and I pour it out in here. Now normally, you wash out all the dirt, the sediment, isn't it? Correct? This is our regular tap water washed tomatoes. This here, by the way, is our strong Kangen washed tomatoes. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see a difference there? Right? You just be patient. I'll be walking towards you. You probably can see a difference. Can you see the difference there, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Right? Over here. People in the back?
Yes.
Over here? What is all this stuff? Dirt? Ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering what is all this yellowish stuff inside here?
Pesticides.
Absolutely right. Today, when we wash our fruits and vegetables, right? We not only want to wash out all the dirt, the sediments, we also want to wash out all the free things in our food. You see, when you buy one box of tomatoes, today they give you 37 free things. 37 free what? 37 free chemicals for you. Yeah, right? What is all this? All of these stuff. This guy here, he's wearing a mask to spray all of that. Means he doesn't even want to breathe it. He's wearing a full-on suit to protect himself. He's feeding it to us on a plate, ladies and gentlemen. Right? If it's not safe to breathe, how can it be safe to eat? You see, what is all this? All your pesticides. Absolutely right. Your pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, side, every day, you also suicide. I want to do a taste test. This is our strong Kangen washed tomatoes. What you want to do is put the whole tomato in your mouth so it doesn't splash everywhere, okay? Put the whole tomato in your mouth, alright? Kick one quickly and then pass it over. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a taste test. Put this whole thing in your mouth. Remember, so it doesn't splash everywhere. It will splash everywhere, okay? We're going to do a taste test. So you try this first. Pass it over to the side, please. Not a bad tomato. Now try this one. Okay? There we go. Very quickly. Okay? Now try to taste the difference right there. Now ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have already tasted, is there a difference in taste? Yes, right? Let me take a guess. Because I have done this so many times. Alright? Right? Chances are when you bite into the second one, there is this very sour, very acidic bite in it, right? Now what is all that? What is all that? Is nothing more than your chemicals that is still on your fruits and vegetables. Right? Do you want to feed your family clean fruits and vegetables? Yes, right. But what if I paid you 1,000 rupees to feed this to your family? Would you? No. Do they eat rice? Let's talk about your rice, shall we? You see, many years ago when we bought our rice, inside our bags of rice, there'll be lots of little insects crawling around, isn't it? Are they still there today? No? Where have they gone? Because of pesticides, they're gone. The insects, they're smart enough not to eat the rice anymore. But the humans, we think, oh, beautiful, let's eat some more. Correct? Isn't it obvious that right now there's lots and lots of pesticides coming onto our fruits and vegetables? Now, what value would you place on such a machine? Now, I'm not talking about the price. You see, price is something you pay. Now, value is something you get in return. When I first saw this, I said to myself, this machine here, protecting the health and wellness of our family. I cannot put a value on my family's health and wellness. Can you? Definitely not, right? Would you agree with me when I say something like this, protecting our health and wellness, will definitely be priceless? Would you agree? Yes, right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the machine right here. This is the gold standard SD501. It is a life-changing investment. This, by the way, this machine is, by the way, not, and I repeat, is not a water filter. Because, ask yourselves, have you seen a water filter produce all these waters before? No, right? This is not a water filter. In fact, this machine here is considered a medical device in Japan. This technology also used in the very top Japanese hospitals for the past 40 over years. Yeah. This machine, by the way, it is not a water filter. right? It will do absolutely zero filtration. It will not remove anything from the water. At the same time, it will not put anything into the water. Okay? This water here, in order for the machine to work, you require a good, clean, drinkable water source first. Now, how do you do that? Very simple. You get a pre-filtration system to filter your water clean first. Before you take that water, put it into our Kangen machine, and it comes out all the good waters that I've just showed you just now. Alright, make sure you have a good pre-filtration system first. Okay, now this machine here, we all agree, it is definitely priceless. Definitely. Okay, now, of course, the SD501, it comes with a price, isn't it? Correct? You see, just about 1 month ago, there was 3 doctors sitting right here in front, in Delhi. These 3 doctors looked at me. They say, Mingwei. I said, yes, doctors. They said, I love this machine. I would like to have this. He said to me, used in top hospitals, medical device, it must be expensive. So I looked at the doctor and smiled. I said, not necessarily. He told me, Mingwei, just don't play games. Tell me straight up, how much is it? He asked me, is it 10 crores? Is it 20 crores? Is it 30 crores? Just say. I said, doctors, it is not even 1 crore. It is not even 50 lakhs. To have this amazing technology in your homes today, it is only 2,68,000 rupees only. The doctor stood up, his jaw was on the floor. He's saying, no way, not possible. I said, this is? He said, fantastic. You see, ladies and gentlemen, to have this amazing technology in your homes today, only a very small investment of 2,68,000. This machine here is the only, and I repeat, the only medical grade water machine in the world today. No other water machine is medical grade. Anything else is a compromise. You see, when I first saw this product, I was thoroughly blown away, but I wanted to see the black and whites, the certifications, right? So I had a look, and then wow, lo and behold, it surprised me even more because they have this ISO certification right here. They have this ISO 13485, which is the international standards for making medical devices, right? This here is given to the same medical equipment that they use in your top hospitals today. All those X-ray machines, CT scanners, MRIs, same. This machine right here is the only water machine in the world that can produce these 2 waters right here, the 11.5 pH and the 2.5 pH. This machine here also comes with a 5-year warranty, 5 years solid warranty. Have you heard of that before? We give you one, Japanese company. This machine here also, right, comes with a lifespan of up to 25 years plus. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, I dare say this machine here will last you your entire lifetime. And one of the reasons why it lasts so long is because we have a patented one-of-a-kind e-cleaning system. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fact. I can tell you this right now, right? No other machine in the world has this cleaning system. We clean our machine minimum twice a month. Minimum. You see, we have an inbuilt auto cleaning system, number 1. We also have a manual cleaning system, which is this one here, the e-cleaning system. It is very simple to do. If you're new, you read the instructions, it might take you only 5 minutes. 5 minutes twice a month, 10 minutes a month, and you can produce all the top quality waters I've just showed you, and at the same time increasing the lifespan of your machine. You see, a little bit about this water is this. This machine here is 100%, and I repeat, 100% headache free. Some people ask me, so how much is the daily running cost of this machine right here? So they want to take 2,68,000 divided by 25 years. And I say, let's be conservative. I like to be conservative. Let's use only 15 years. I did the mathematics, and it only comes out to be 17,800 rupees per year. Only 49 rupees per day. Ladies and gentlemen, 49 rupees per day. This is not per liter. It is not per bottle of water. It is not even per person in your family. It is per family. Whether you have 2 or 20, it is still 49 rupees per day. How much water can you produce? up to 6 liters of Kangen water per minute. That is a lot of water. You can feed the whole neighborhood if you wanted to. Yeah? Right? 6 liters of Kangen water per minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right? My name is Ming Wei, and I've come to the end of my presentation here today. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.